Have you ever considered that your nightly routine, something as simple and comforting as how you prepare for bed, could be quietly putting your life at risk? While it may sound dramatic, the reality is far more sobering. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, over 70,000 seniors in the United States die in their sleep every year. These aren't just peaceful passings due to old age. Many are directly linked to preventable, sleep-related habits that often go unnoticed. As we age, our bodies change in ways that make us more susceptible to small disruptions. After the age of 60, key systems like the heart, lungs, and brain become more fragile. Sleep becomes lighter, muscles grow weaker, and our internal balance becomes less stable. Despite these changes, many older adults continue practicing bedtime routines developed decades earlier. Routines that may no longer be safe. From the position you sleep in, to the temperature of your bedroom, to the timing of your last meal or medication, even small choices can lead to dangerous outcomes like heart attacks, strokes, or nighttime falls. Sadly, because these habits feel normal, they rarely raise alarm until it's too late. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden dangers that may be hiding in your bedtime routine. We'll highlight the 7 most common sleeping habits that have already contributed to the deaths of thousands of seniors this year alone. More importantly, we'll show you the simple, practical changes you can make, starting tonight, to sleep safely and protect both your health and your future. So stay with us, because the information you're about to learn could very well save your life, or the life of someone you love. Before we dive into these life-saving tips, if you're new to our channel, welcome. Let's grow together. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss our upcoming content. Your journey to better health starts here, and we're so excited to be part of it. Oh, and let us know where you're watching from by dropping your country in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. All right, let's get started. 7 dangerous sleep habits you must avoid. Habit number 1, taking certain medications before bed. For many seniors, taking medication before bed is a nightly ritual. Whether it's a sleeping pill to help you drift off, a blood pressure tablet, or a painkiller to ease sore joints, these routines can seem harmless, just another part of winding down. But what if this habit is quietly putting your health at risk? The truth is, certain medications taken at night can have unintended, dangerous effects, especially as we age. Let's start with sleeping pills and sedatives, which are commonly prescribed for insomnia and anxiety. Medications like benzodiazepines, such as diazepam, clonazepam, and alprazolam, work by slowing down the central nervous system. While this can help you relax and fall asleep, it also makes your breathing slower and shallower. For seniors, and especially those with heart or respiratory conditions, this can be risky. According to a study published in the British Medical Journal, older adults who regularly use benzodiazepines have a significantly higher risk of falls, fractures, and even death compared to those who don't use these drugs. The sedative effects can linger into the next morning, causing dizziness, confusion, and unsteadiness, all of which increase the risk of nighttime accidents. But it's not just sleeping pills that can cause problems. Some antidepressants and muscle relaxants, often taken at night, can interfere with the deep stages of sleep that are essential for memory and cognitive health. Over time, this can lead to increased forgetfulness, confusion, and even accelerate cognitive decline. Painkillers, especially non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs like ibuprofen or diclofenac, can also be problematic. When used frequently, these medications can overload the kidneys and liver, making it harder for your body to eliminate toxins. They can also increase the risk of internal bleeding, especially when combined with other medications. Blood pressure medications are another common culprit. While some people benefit from taking these drugs at night, for others it can cause blood pressure to drop too low during sleep. This can reduce blood flow to the brain, increasing the risk of dizziness, fainting, and even stroke. A study in the journal Hypertension found that the timing of blood pressure medication can significantly affect nighttime blood pressure patterns and overall cardiovascular risk. Drug interactions are another hidden danger. As we age, our bodies process medications more slowly, and the risk of one drug amplifying the effects or side effects of another increases. Mixing sedatives, painkillers, and other medications without medical guidance can lead to dangerous or even life-threatening complications. So, what can you do to stay safe? First, always consult your doctor or pharmacist before starting, stopping, or changing any medication. Ask if there are safer alternatives, especially if you're experiencing side effects like confusion, dizziness, or excessive drowsiness. Avoid unnecessary sedative medications and try natural sleep aids, such as herbal teas or relaxation techniques when possible. If you take blood pressure medication at night, monitor your readings regularly and report any unusual symptoms to your healthcare provider. By being proactive and informed about your medication routine, you can protect your health, reduce your risk of nighttime accidents, and ensure a safer, more restful night's sleep. Small changes can make a big difference in your safety and longevity. Habit number 2, ignoring snoring, breathing stops, or insomnia. Snoring is often brushed off as a harmless annoyance, especially as we get older. But what if that nighttime noise, or the pauses in breathing that sometimes come with it, are actually warning signs of something much more serious? For seniors, ignoring symptoms like snoring, breathing interruptions, or chronic insomnia can quietly set the stage for life-threatening health problems. One of the most dangerous and underdiagnosed sleep disorders among older adults is obstructive sleep apnea. This condition occurs when the muscles in the throat relax too much during sleep, causing the airway to narrow or close completely. As a result, breathing can stop for several seconds, sometimes hundreds of times a night. Each time this happens, the oxygen level in your blood drops, forcing your heart to work harder to keep your body supplied. Over time, this repeated strain can lead to high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and a much higher risk of heart attack and stroke. The numbers are alarming. According to the Sleep Heart Health Study, untreated sleep apnea increases the risk of fatal heart attacks by 30% and strokes by up to 60% in older adults. Even more concerning, nearly 40% of seniors are affected by sleep apnea, but an estimated 80% of cases go undiagnosed. Many people simply don't realize that their snoring or restless nights are symptoms of a serious medical condition. But the dangers don't stop with the heart. Sleep apnea also robs you of the deep, restorative sleep your brain needs to function at its best. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to memory problems, confusion, and even accelerate the progression of dementia. In fact, studies have shown that seniors with untreated moderate to severe sleep apnea experience brain shrinkage in areas responsible for memory and decision-making at nearly 3 times the normal age-related rate. So how can you tell if you might have sleep apnea or another serious sleep disorder? Often it's a partner or family member who notices the signs first: loud, persistent snoring, long pauses in breathing, gasping or choking during sleep, and frequent awakenings. Other red flags include waking up with a dry mouth or headache, feeling extremely tired during the day, or struggling to stay awake during quiet activities. Insomnia, difficulty falling, or staying asleep, can also be a warning sign. While occasional sleeplessness is normal, chronic insomnia can signal underlying cardiovascular, neurological, or hormonal issues. It also weakens the immune system and increases stress, making it harder to manage conditions like hypertension and diabetes. If you recognize any of these symptoms, don't ignore them. Talk to your doctor or a sleep specialist. Treatments like CPAP, continuous positive airway pressure, therapy, weight management, and lifestyle changes can dramatically reduce your risk. In fact, research shows that treating sleep apnea can lower cardiovascular risk by up to 42% in seniors. Remember, snoring and insomnia aren't just nuisances. They're signals from your body that something may be wrong. By paying attention and seeking help, you can protect your heart, your brain, and your quality of life. Habit number 3, getting out of bed too quickly. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, swung your legs out of bed, and suddenly felt the room spin or your vision darken? If so, you're not alone, and you're not imagining things. For seniors, getting out of bed too quickly can be a surprisingly dangerous habit, one that's responsible for countless falls, injuries, and even hospitalizations every year. The main culprit behind this phenomenon is something called orthostatic or postural hypotension. This is a sudden drop in blood pressure that happens when you move from lying down to standing up too quickly. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at adjusting blood flow and pressure when we change positions. The result? Blood momentarily pools in the lower part of your body, and your brain doesn't get enough oxygen-rich blood for a few seconds. That's when you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or even faint. This isn't just an uncomfortable sensation, it's a real danger. According to a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine, older adults with orthostatic hypotension are at significantly higher risk of falls, fractures, and even death. In fact, falls are the leading cause of injury-related hospitalizations among seniors, and many of these accidents happen at night or early in the morning when blood pressure is naturally lower and the body is still adjusting from sleep. The consequences of a nighttime fall can be severe. Hip fractures, head injuries, and wrist breaks are common, and recovery can be long and difficult. For some, a single fall can lead to a loss of independence, prolonged hospital stays, or even life-threatening complications. That's why it's so important to take this risk seriously and adopt safer habits. So what can you do to protect yourself? The good news is that a few simple changes to your nighttime routine can make a big difference. First, when you wake up, don't rush. Take a moment to sit on the edge of the bed and let your body adjust. Wiggle your toes, flex your ankles, and take a few deep breaths. This helps your circulation catch up and reduces the risk of a sudden blood pressure drop. Keep a glass of water by your bedside and take a small sip before standing up, especially if you're prone to dehydration. Make sure your path to the bathroom is well lit. Use night lights or motion-activated lights to avoid tripping in the dark. Hold on to a sturdy piece of furniture or a handrail as you stand, and avoid slippery socks or loose rugs that could cause you to slip. Wearing non-slip slippers and avoiding clutter on the floor are also smart precautions. If you take medications that can lower your blood pressure, talk to your doctor about the best time to take them and whether your dosage needs adjusting. By following these simple steps, you can dramatically reduce your risk of nighttime falls and protect your long-term health and independence. Remember, getting up slowly isn't just about comfort. It's a powerful way to stay safe and confident every single night. Habit number 4, sleeping in a hot room. We all crave comfort at night, especially as we get older. It's tempting to turn up the heat, pile on heavy blankets, or close every window to keep the chill out. But did you know that sleeping in a room that's too warm can quietly put your health at risk? For seniors, maintaining the right bedroom temperature is more than a matter of comfort, it's a matter of safety. Our bodies are designed to cool down slightly as we fall asleep. This natural drop in core temperature signals the brain that it's time to rest, helping us drift into the deeper, most restorative stages of sleep. When your bedroom is too hot, typically above 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius, this cooling process is disrupted. Instead of relaxing, your body has to work overtime to shed excess heat, which can leave you tossing and turning, waking up frequently, or feeling groggy in the morning. The consequences of sleeping in a hot room go far beyond a restless night. For seniors, the risks are especially serious. As we age, our ability to regulate body temperature declines, making us more vulnerable to overheating. Research published in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that older adults who sleep in rooms warmer than 70 degrees Fahrenheit experience up to 30% less slow-wave sleep, the deep restorative phase that's essential for memory, immune function, and cellular repair. Missing out on this crucial sleep stage can have a domino effect on your health. Poor sleep quality has been linked to increased inflammation, higher blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. Over time, these changes can raise your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. In fact, the same study noted that chronic sleep disruption from a hot environment can accelerate age-related memory loss and make it harder for your body to fight off infections. But the dangers don't stop there. Sleeping in a hot room can also lead to dehydration, especially for seniors who already have a reduced sense of thirst. Sweating during the night causes your body to lose fluids and electrolytes, which can thicken your blood and increase the risk of blood clots, arrhythmias, and even stroke. For those with existing heart or respiratory conditions, the added strain of trying to cool down can trigger dangerous complications, including heart attacks or breathing difficulties. So what's the ideal temperature for safe, restful sleep? Most experts recommend keeping your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Use lightweight, breathable bedding. Cotton sheets are a great choice, and avoid heavy comforters or electric blankets that trap heat. If you tend to get cold, layer up with blankets you can easily remove during the night. Consider using a fan or opening a window slightly to improve air circulation and keep the room fresh. By making these simple adjustments, you can protect your heart, support your brain, and ensure you get the deep, restorative sleep your body needs. Remember, a cool bedroom isn't just comfortable, it's a powerful way to safeguard your health as you age. Habit number 4, sleeping in a hot room. We all crave comfort at night, especially as we get older. It's tempting to turn up the heat, pile on heavy blankets, or close every window to keep the chill out. But did you know that sleeping in a room that's too warm can quietly put your health at risk? For seniors, maintaining the right bedroom temperature is more than a matter of comfort. It's a matter of safety. Our bodies are designed to cool down slightly as we fall asleep. This natural drop in core temperature signals the brain that it's time to rest, helping us drift into the deeper, most restorative stages of sleep. When your bedroom is too hot, typically above 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius, this cooling process is disrupted. Instead of relaxing, your body has to work overtime to shed excess heat, which can leave you tossing and turning, waking up frequently, or feeling groggy in the morning. The consequences of sleeping in a hot room go far beyond a restless night. For seniors, the risks are especially serious. As we age, our ability to regulate body temperature declines, making us more vulnerable to overheating. Research published in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that older adults who sleep in rooms warmer than 70 degrees Fahrenheit experience up to 30% less slow-wave sleep, the deep, restorative phase that's essential for memory, immune function, and cellular repair. Missing out on this crucial sleep stage can have a domino effect on your health. Poor sleep quality has been linked to increased inflammation, higher blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. Over time, these changes can raise your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. In fact, the same study noted that chronic sleep disruption from a hot environment can accelerate age-related memory loss and make it harder for your body to fight off infections. But the dangers don't stop there. Sleeping in a hot room can also lead to dehydration, especially for seniors who already have a reduced sense of thirst. Sweating during the night causes your body to lose fluids and electrolytes, which can thicken your blood and increase the risk of blood clots, arrhythmias, and even stroke. For those with existing heart or respiratory conditions, the added strain of trying to cool down can trigger dangerous complications, including heart attacks or breathing difficulties. So what's the ideal temperature for safe, restful sleep? Most experts recommend keeping your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Use lightweight, breathable bedding. Cotton sheets are a great choice, and avoid heavy comforters or electric blankets that trap heat. If you tend to get cold, layer up with blankets you can easily remove during the night. Consider using a fan or opening a window slightly to improve air circulation and keep the room fresh. By making these simple adjustments, you can protect your heart, support your brain, and ensure you get the deep, restorative sleep your body needs. Remember, a cool bedroom isn't just comfortable, it's a powerful way to safeguard your health as you age. Habit number 5, sleeping in the wrong position. Most of us have a favorite sleeping position that we stick to night after night, rarely giving it a second thought. But did you know that the way you sleep could be quietly putting your health at risk, especially as you get older? For seniors, the position you choose can make a dramatic difference in your risk of breathing problems, heart issues, and even stroke. Let's start with the most problematic position, sleeping on your back, also known as the supine position. While it might feel comfortable, this position can actually create a perfect storm of health risks for aging bodies. When you sleep on your back, gravity causes your tongue and the soft tissues in your throat to relax and fall backward, partially blocking your airway. This is particularly dangerous for anyone who snores or has sleep apnea. But even those without a diagnosis can experience subtle airflow limitations. According to research from the Sleep Disorder Center at Mayo Clinic, back sleeping can worsen breathing difficulties by up to 40% compared to side sleeping. The consequences of this airway blockage are serious. Reduced oxygen flow during sleep can lead to episodes of obstructive sleep apnea, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts. Over time, This lack of oxygen can contribute to brain damage, increased blood pressure, and a much higher risk of stroke and heart attacks. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that seniors who sleep on their backs have a 22% higher risk of nocturnal cardiac events compared to those who sleep on their sides. But the risks don't stop there. For seniors with acid reflux or hiatal hernias, back sleeping allows stomach acid to flow more easily into the esophagus, causing silent nighttime reflux. This not only damages the esophageal lining, but also increases the risk of aspiration when stomach contents accidentally enter the lungs, which can lead to pneumonia or even esophageal cancer over time. There's also a neurological angle to consider. Recent research from Stony Brook University revealed that back sleeping reduces the efficiency of the brain's waste clearance system by up to 63% compared to side sleeping. This means that harmful proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease and other dementias are not removed as effectively, potentially accelerating cognitive decline. Sleeping on your right side isn't ideal either, as it can put pressure on the heart's major blood vessels, hindering circulation and increasing the risk of heart failure in those already vulnerable. So what's the safest position? Experts widely recommend sleeping on your left side. This position improves blood circulation, supports digestion, and reduces the risk of gastric reflux and stroke. It also helps the brain clear waste more efficiently, supporting long-term cognitive health. If you're used to sleeping on your back or right side, making the switch can be challenging. Try using a firm pillow between your knees to keep your spine aligned, and place another pillow behind your back to prevent rolling over during the night. An orthopedic neck pillow can also help maintain a comfortable and safe position. If you suffer from reflux, slightly elevating the head of your bed can further reduce symptoms. By training yourself to sleep on your left side, you can significantly lower your risk of nighttime breathing problems, heart complications, and even cognitive decline, helping you wake up healthier and more refreshed each morning. Habit number 6, eating late at night. Let's talk about a habit that's easy to overlook but can have serious consequences. Eating late at night. For many people, a bedtime snack is a comforting ritual, a way to wind down after a long day. But for seniors, this seemingly harmless habit can quietly set off a chain reaction of health problems that go far beyond a little indigestion. As we age, our bodies process food differently. Metabolism slows down, digestion becomes less efficient, and the body's ability to regulate blood sugar and cholesterol weakens. When you eat late at night, especially heavier, rich foods, your digestive system is forced to keep working long after you've gone to bed. Instead of resting and repairing, your body is busy breaking down food, which can disrupt your sleep and put extra strain on your heart and other organs. One of the most immediate risks of late-night eating is heartburn and acid reflux. When you lie down soon after eating, stomach acid can more easily flow back into the esophagus, causing that familiar burning sensation in your chest. For seniors, this isn't just uncomfortable. It can lead to chronic inflammation, damage to the esophagus, and even increase the risk of aspiration pneumonia if acid or food particles are inhaled into the lungs during sleep. According to a study published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology, people who eat within 3 hours of bedtime are significantly more likely to experience nighttime reflux and related complications. But the dangers don't stop at heartburn. Eating late at night can also spike your blood sugar, especially if your meal includes refined carbohydrates or sugary foods. As we get older, our bodies become less sensitive to insulin, the hormone that helps regulate blood sugar. This means that late-night snacks can lead to higher blood sugar levels overnight, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes or making it harder to control if you already have it. A 2020 study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that late-night eating was associated with higher blood sugar and insulin levels the next morning, particularly in older adults. There's also a hidden risk for your heart. Eating late can cause blood pressure to remain elevated during the night, rather than dipping as it should during restful sleep. This non-dipping blood pressure pattern is linked to a higher risk of heart attacks and strokes, especially in seniors. Heavy or fatty meals can also trigger arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats that can be dangerous for those with existing heart conditions. So what's the best way to protect yourself? The key is to give your body enough time to digest before you go to bed. Aim to finish dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. Choose lighter meals in the evening. Think lean proteins, vegetables, and whole grains instead of fried foods, pasta, or sweets. If you do need a snack, opt for something small and gentle on your stomach, like a piece of fruit, plain yogurt, or a handful of nuts. By making these simple changes, you'll not only improve your sleep quality, but also reduce your risk of nighttime heartburn, blood sugar spikes, and serious cardiovascular events. Your body will thank you for giving it the rest and the break it truly needs at night. Habit number 7, drinking too much water before bed. Let's begin with a habit that often gets overlooked because it seems so healthy: drinking water. Hydration is absolutely vital for everyone, and especially for seniors. Water supports every cell in your body, helps regulate temperature, aids digestion, and keeps your joints moving smoothly. But here's the catch. While staying hydrated is crucial, drinking too much water right before bed can actually put your health at risk in ways you might not expect. As we age, our bodies handle fluids differently. The kidneys, which filter waste from the blood and balance fluids, become less efficient over time. At the same time, the bladder's capacity to hold urine decreases, and the signals that tell us we need to go become more urgent and frequent. This means that if you drink a large glass of water, tea, or juice in the hour or two before bedtime, you're much more likely to wake up in the middle of the night needing to use the bathroom. Now, getting up once or twice might not sound like a big deal, but for seniors, it can be dangerous. Nighttime bathroom trips are one of the leading causes of falls among older adults. Imagine this: you're half asleep, it's dark, your blood pressure drops as you stand up, and your balance isn't what it used to be. All these factors combine to make a simple walk to the bathroom a real hazard. According to the CDC, falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths and hospitalizations among adults aged 65 and older. Many of these falls happen at night during bathroom trips, when vision is impaired, balance is compromised, and the home may not be well lit. That's why it's important to be strategic about when and how much you drink in the evening. The key is to stay well hydrated throughout the day, rather than trying to catch up right before bed. Aim to taper off fluid intake about 2 hours before going to sleep. If you take medications that act as diuretics, speak with your doctor about adjusting the timing to avoid nighttime urgency. Also, make your nighttime environment as safe as possible. Use nightlights in the hallway and bathroom. Install grab bars if needed, and keep the path clear of obstacles. Wearing non-slip slippers can also help reduce the risk of slipping. By managing your hydration habits and creating a safe nighttime routine, you can sleep more soundly and reduce your risk of dangerous falls, while still giving your body the water it needs to thrive. Cause of injury-related hospitalizations for seniors, and many of these accidents happen at night. But the risks don't stop there. When you wake up multiple times to urinate, your sleep cycle is disrupted. You miss out on the deep restorative stages of sleep that your brain and body need to repair themselves. Chronic sleep disruption has been linked to memory problems, increased inflammation, and even a higher risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Plus, poor sleep can weaken your immune system and make it harder to manage conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes. There's also a hidden risk for your heart. When you drink a lot of water before bed, your body has to work harder to process and eliminate the excess fluid. This can lead to fluctuations in blood pressure and put extra strain on your cardiovascular system, especially if you already have heart issues. For some seniors, this added stress can trigger irregular heartbeats or even more serious complications. So what's the best way to stay hydrated without putting yourself in harm's way? The key is timing and moderation. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, but start tapering off your intake in the late afternoon and evening. Try to avoid large amounts of fluids at least 2 hours before bedtime. If you're thirsty before bed, take just a few small sips rather than a full glass. Also, steer clear of diuretic drinks like coffee, black tea, green tea, and some fruit juices in the evening, as these can make you need to urinate even more. If you do need to get up at night, make sure your path to the bathroom is well lit and free of obstacles. Consider using a nightlight or motion-activated light to reduce the risk of tripping or falling. Move slowly and give your body a moment to adjust before standing up fully. By making these simple adjustments, you can protect your sleep, reduce your risk of nighttime accidents, and support your overall health without sacrificing the benefits of good hydration. As we wrap up, it's clear that even small changes to your nightly routine can have a huge impact on your health and safety. Now that you're aware of these 7 dangerous sleep habits, the next step is to take action, starting tonight. Whether it's adjusting your bedroom temperature, rethinking your evening snack, or being mindful about your medications, every positive change counts toward a longer, healthier life. Have you ever made one of these mistakes without realizing the risks? Or do you have a tip that's helped you sleep better and safer? Share your experience in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story and your advice. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our community for more tips on living your best life. Your journey to better sleep and better health starts now. Thank you for watching and supporting our channel.